This is 9 News.
Of course, it was December 7th, 1941, the day that President Franklin Delano Roosevelt said at the time would live in infamy, and those words still very true. We remember this day each year, the American lives that were lost in Pearl Harbor.
The events on this day in 1941 forever changed world history. People living thousands of miles away from Pearl Harbor still saw their lives change in an instant. 9 News photojournalist Corky Scholl has more.
This is December the 7th. And the significance is that is the anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, 1941. On that day, I was a junior at UCLA.
I was in Hannibal, Missouri, working in the drugstore, and I was in the back room, and the radio was on, and I heard the announcement.
I was a senior in high school and in Glendale, California.
The fact that we had been attacked had sort of ended the argument about are we going to or are we not going to get involved in this war.
Well, it changed a lot of lives.
My world certainly changed.
I got called in active duty by the Army.
Suddenly I knew I'd be in the Army, and who knows where I'd be.
My father was in the reserves, and he was sent to Washington, D.C. in the War Department.
A German rifle bullet had my hand up by my head and shot at my head and hit my hand. My right hand had the rifle, my left hand I was using to pull myself forward.
President Roosevelt gave his famous speech about the day that will live in infamy. And I thought he's right. It's a day that will live in infamy.
Some people don't want to remember it, I'm sure. But it's not something you can forget.
No, it is one of those dates that you learn about as a youngster, and it stays with you, and you learn more and more about it. And for me, I've had the opportunity to go to the USS Arizona Memorial right there in Pearl Harbor, and it is something that you will never forget.
Right.
It is stirring.
If you can go, well, hopefully you can talk to a vet that might be there as well. Just hearing their voices, I almost think the softness in their voice just adds meaning to the days and what it means to us. And we should never forget.
To remember every year.
Colorado.